Luís Pires em Newark para a TVI.
Luís Pires, TVI em Tallahassee.
Luís Pires TVI em Caracas. Luís Pires TVI, Nova York.
Luís Pires was born in Lisbon, Portugal on February 3, 1951. He studied in the Lisbon Law University, but then entered the military service in 1972 and was detached to Africa. He returned to Portugal and went to work as a radio announcer at various radio stations. In 1978, he immigrated to the United States. In 1984, he was then appointed as correspondent of RTP, Radio and Television of Portugal. Presently, he is the news director of SPT-TV and is a professor at Kean University. Luís Pires has a book published in Portugal and recently published a book in the United States called Angels of Bador. For his work and his contributions to the Portuguese community, especially of Newark, Luís was awarded the Medal of Honor in gold.
Being a Portuguese journalist in the United States have advantages and disadvantages. As a Portuguese citizen, I had more chances to do much better stories that many times I shared with the American stations like CBS, ABC, NBC, because I had a chance to go deeply inside because we speak Spanish, we are a Latin country, and so it's very easy to get very close to that population from Latin America. So that's an advantage.
Com os focos de gás a arder, portanto gás que ali poderá inclusivamente provocar grandes incêndios. O que é certo é que nestas casas que estão completamente inundadas, é ali que se prevê que estejam de facto milhares de pessoas. E poderei dizer que estas casas não são nem 100 nem 200, são milhares de habitações.
You cannot and you may not be emotional when you have to tell a story when someone dies, or if you see a scenario of war where you see a lot of people without legs and with no arms and with no heads, and you feel that smell that is indescribable, because I cannot tell you what kind of smell it is, because I smell it for so many times that I'm used to it. But you have to be emotional, because when you say you are a journalist, you need to be a stone, you need to be cold, you need to be cool. No, it's not true. That's not true. You have the same emotions as any human being has, but when you see a child with no parents because they were killed in the war, and the kid is right there near the bodies, and you feel something inside that is very difficult to transmit to outside. Many times we need to stop, and we need to concentrate and say, I need to do this, and I need to work out this story in a cool way, very cool. So I need to refresh my memory and my head before I do that story, because many times if you are doing that live, many times you cry. So many times that happened to me. So many times, September 11, we had a lot of those stories, of emotional stories that we almost could not stop crying. And we shared, our journalists, at the end of the day in the hotel bar, between two drinks, we shared all those stories, and we had so many stories to tell about what we saw, like in Katrina, for instance, when I was just looking for victims in a small boat. So getting a job in this world, in this field, is very, very difficult. At my time was not that difficult. Today is really difficult, and you need to be a very good professional. Don't try not to commit mistakes in this business, because if you commit mistakes, you're going to be in trouble later on, because someone will tell you that once in your lifetime you did something that you shouldn't. So try to avoid those mistakes, trying to be sure about the truth, about the news that you are telling to the people.
A razão por que esta criança se encontra com as pernas encolhidas há muitos anos tem a ver, segundo os médicos americanos, com a forma como foi tratado em Portugal. Não houve reabilitação, não houve terapia para que esta criança com 12 anos pudesse ter o encaminhamento médico que deveria ter tido no decorrer de todos esses anos. Aguarda-se agora das autoridades americanas uma resposta ao pedido à Segurança Social e também dos imigrantes portugueses aqui radicados no apoio a dar a esta criança.
If you are a journalist, you can never stop. There is no time to stop. You can be 60, and I'm almost 60. I'm 4 years away from it, and I still feel that I can do stories. Probably not the way that I used to do it before, but I can be still useful in the future. to tell the kids how to do it and at least give them advices regarding to this mission, because this is a mission. It's not a job, it's a mission.
Falling in love with you.
Luís Pires, TVI, Nova Iorque.